Hello guys! Alright, we're going to get started with day one today. So, our question this week, we're going to talk about how is life different than it was long ago? So how is life different than it was long ago? So on there I see an iPhone. I guess it's some sort of phone, a cellular device. They didn't have that back then. We're going to watch a small video that talks about how life was different.
Now and then. How is life different than it was long ago? How can you compare children today with children in the past? In a classroom from long ago, some things look the same. But what things are different? In today's classroom, students work with computers. Long ago, children liked to have fun and play games together. Children today like to do the same things. Outdoors or indoors, with friends or family, children like to play and have fun.
Alright, so we watched a short video on how things are different and how, even in that video, is made, even their computers and things have changed. So this week we will be talking about how life is different than it was long ago. Alright, the first vocabulary word we're going to talk about is century. A century is 100 years ago. So a century happened over 100 years. Remember, years is 12 months, okay? So a century is 100 years. It's a long time. Alright, past. I bet you guys know what past means. That means it already happened. It already happened in the past. And on there, it looks like a little calendar, and sometimes when you peel off the date of a calendar, that date was in the past. The past. Alright, we're going to read a story called The Last Train.
There's a little railroad station in the center of our town. The window's boarded up, the roof is falling down. If you close your eyes and listen, you can almost hear the sound of those big iron horses rolling into town. My granddad was a railroad man. He drove the trains around. My dad, he sold tickets till they closed the station down. Now the tracks that shone like silver have turned to rusty brown. 30 years ago that last train rolled through town. I'm riding on the city of New Orleans, thinking about the Wabash Cannonball. Ooh, midnight flyer, hear that lonesome freight train whistle call. Old cigar box filled with memories, my boyhood souvenirs, the watch they gave my daddy when he put in 20 years. Now the flattened copper pennies look like little metal tears that a railroad cries before it disappears. A ticket punch that clicked a million snowflakes every year, the faded union dues card of a railroad engineer. Each item marks a chapter in a story we hold dear, sweet memories of a railroad man's career. Oh, the brakeman with his oil can, the porter dressed in white, the fireman with his shovel full of jet black anthracite. Gone now like a dream that slowly faded in the night are the faces of this once familiar sight. Oh, the steam gave way to diesel and electric power trains. Now the rails look up at contrails from jet-powered airplanes. A blast of steam, the whistle screamed its mournful last refrains. long silent, though its echo still remains. Author's note. As a young boy, I would often accompany my parents to the local railroad station to await the arrival of a family member or guest that was coming to visit us. The station itself was, and once again is, thanks to the efforts of those who have restored and cared for it, very much like the one that Wendell has so wonderfully painted for you in this book. Another of my early memories is that of spending summer nights at my grandparents' farm, and hearing a train whistle off in the distance, as I was lying in bed before going to sleep. When I was 6 years old, my grandmother took me on a vacation that involved crossing a huge expanse of Canada via railroad. It is funny how some details that I remember from that trip might seem so insignificant, yet they have left indelible memories. Things like the funny-looking key that the porter would use to lower our bunks from their daytime positions, the steaming porcelain bowls of oatmeal and small, silver-plated pitchers of cocoa, proudly emblazoned with the railroad company's logo, or the smell of hot grease you would encounter as you crossed from one car to another. All those memories are like a vivid collage of sights, sounds, smells, and emotions that remain forever clear in my mind. As much as the artifacts of the railroad left their impression on me, the people of the railroad left an even greater one. While I never knew the conductors, engineers, or porters' names, I certainly came to know their cheerful smiles and kind ways. What child did not love singing "I've Been Working on the Railroad"? For me, other railroad songs would follow, like the Wabash Cannonball. In the early 1970s, the Eagles and the Osborne brothers sang "Midnight Flyer," and my good friend.
All right, so the author's note is telling us more information about why the author wrote this story. All right, in this story, remember, good readers, if they don't understand something, what do? They go back and reread it. They reread it. Or another way to help you remember is by making a movie in your head, so then you can use your words and retell the story. All right, we're going to keep going. All right, I want you guys to tell me how many sounds are in the word. Are you ready? Oat. Note, if you said 3, you're right. Oat. If you said 3, you're right. O. O. Sounds. 4. Good job. Oak. How many sounds? Oak. 4. Very good. Use. Use. There were 2. Ute. There were 3. Did you guys notice something about those words? I noticed that they had a long vowel in them. I noticed that they had a long vowel and they had that silent E at the end. That silent E at the end. And I noticed some of them had a blend. They had a blend. I saw ST and SM. All right. So this week we're going to talk about the long vowels, long O, U, and E. So long O, when it has the E at the end, says it's name. And then we have long U, when the E makes the U say its name. And just like this E makes this E say its name, so it's a long E. So just like in mule, mule. Okay, so there's the long U in there, and we see the E. All right, let's tap these words out. Ready? Cute. Cute. There's that E making the O say its name. It's a long O. Bone. Huge. Huge. Make sure you're tapping them with me. Eat. Pete. All right, let's fill in these. Are you ready? Now we have cone. So let's tap out cone. Ready? Cone. So C O and then we have that E, silent E at the end. Okay, now we have a cube. A cube. 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 So that and then U. Now the E at the end makes the U say it. Remains. All right. The next one. Okay, the next one is a ruler. So this one's gonna be kind of tricky. U, L, So U, and then L, and then an F, but we also have an at the end. That one was kind of tricky. Ruler. All right, now we have a hose. A hose. Ready? Hose. Hose. So H O. You remember in foundations we talked about the sometimes the S has a sound. All right, let's read this sentence. Are you ready? You guys can read it with me. Ready? The rope broke on the flagpole. The rope broke on the flagpole. Let's count how many words are. Ready? The rope broke on the flagpole. There were 7 words. What were some long vowel words in there? If you said rope and broke, you're right. How about pole? Good job. All right, let's do the next one. Steve woke up when he smelled smoke. Okay, let's count how many words are. Ready? Steve woke up when he smelled smoke. There were 7 words. All right, let's find some long vowel words in there. Ready? Steve has a long E. The long E. And then we have woke. Woke has a long O. And then we have smoke. We have smoke as a long O. All right, let's read the next one. The cute white rat dove down the hole. All right, we gotta find some long vowel words in there. Are you ready? Cute. Good job. Dove and hole. All right, let's count how many words in a sentence. Ready? The cute white rat dove down the hole. That was 8 words in that sentence. All right, so we're gonna do some long O words, okay? Some long O words. So I'm going to say, spell, say, okay? If you don't know, one way you can remember is by tapping it out. You can use your body too. Ready? Hope. Hope. H-O-P-E. Hope. Nose. N-O-S-E. Nose. Note. N-O-T-E. Note. Rope. R-O-P-E. Rope. Cute. C-U-T-E. Cute. Cube. C-U-B-E. Cube. Nice. N-I-C-E. Nice. Ledge. L-E-D-G-E. Ledge. Ago. A-G-O. Ago. People. P-E-O-P-L-E. People. All right, this word is ago. This is kind of a tricky word. Ago. Okay. Can you use this word in a sentence? Ago. I went there a long time ago. Good job. All right, how about this word? Boy. This one's kind of tricky. B. And the O-Y says oi. So b. Oi. Can you use this word in a sentence? Very good. I see a boy standing over there. Oh, this word is girl. G. The IR says G. Earl. And then there's an L at the end. G. Girl. Alright, can you use girl in a sentence? I see that girl at the park. Alright. How. Huh. And then O is ow. So huh. Ow. How. Can you use this word in a sentence? And then we have old. So we have a O, long O.